Welcome back to another edition of the Course Creation Incubator Podcast. I'm your host, Gina Anativia, here to help you get your course done, get it out to market, and to help you build up the course-based business of your dreams. I want you to make your course a reality, not just something that you're talking about with friends or family or colleagues, but make it something that really happens for you, because I know you have a great idea inside of you for a course or a program. Heck, you could start with a group coaching program with 5 people. The point is, I want to help you put yourself out there. And more than anything, after you put your course or program out there, I want you to have the next offer ready to go, the right next offer. And I talked about this in an episode about customer journey and making sure you have that journey or path mapped out in terms of what's next for your student, your client, your customer, and thinking through an offer and invite that aligns with the program you already have. That's what I want to talk about today. How do you make sure your offer or offers match up and you're not just throwing something out of left field? And I thought I'd start off with a story about this incredible beer dinner that I attended here in San Diego. The beer was Society, which is one of the great craft breweries that we have here in San Diego. Now, sidebar, if you are into beer, you've got to come to San Diego if you haven't visited already. We have the greatest craft breweries in the world. And I love this particular beer company, so we signed up to do this price fix menu. And guys, it was out of this world. 2 chefs teamed up to do a Latin Asian fusion food and several courses, and each course was better than the last. And then the beers, sometimes they would give you the whole can. Like at these tastings, if you've ever done these beer or wine tastings where the food complements the beer or wine or vice versa, usually they give you a little bit of a tasting, right? Like a half glass. But sometimes they would give us the whole beer. So just shout out to them for doing that. And the food. So we are foodies here, the Onativias and Espinosas. We love good food. There was an oyster shooter to start, charred octopus, jumbo prawns, a short rib tamale that I would love to eat again. Oh wait, and the bread pudding, the whiskey bread pudding. It was too good. Bread pudding is my favorite dessert. I'll post some pictures with the show notes. So needless to say, 2.5 hours later, I'm ready to sign up for every beer tasting or dinner that they've got going on. I'm ready to sign up for their dinner club. And it's a barbecue restaurant in my town, so literally 10 minutes away from me. I'm literally like, here's my credit card. I'm ready to sign up, whatever you're about to pitch me for my next step. So they say to us, of course, they're smart enough to make an offer after this because they know what they've done. They know that they've fulfilled us at the highest level, right? And we want more. So they say to us at this dinner, if you like to join us for the next dinner, I'm like, I got my credit card in hand, right? And they say in the mountains of Laguna, and I was like, record scratch. Mount Laguna is about 45 minutes away from where I am. It's beautiful. There's great camping there, nature, wildlife, but it's not exactly easy to get to in terms of going to a 3-hour beer tasting with dinner. I can't Uber there. I can't enjoy myself and come back to my son. It's a huge barrier to the next step with them. So of course I've got a couple of beers in me and I talk to the owner and I say, you've got to be kidding me. Is there another offer? Are there other dinners that you're keeping from us right now other than the Mount Laguna option? And it turns out they're opening a new restaurant in the mountains and they want to promote that. Needless to say, I was heartbroken because I wanted nothing more than continue on with these tastings. I wanted to see these chefs again. I wanted to chat up the waitresses. I wanted to drink the beer and enjoy the food. But they didn't have an offer that aligned with what I just experienced. So I walked out without buying anything else. Meanwhile, again, if they had a dinner package with $1,000 for the next year, I would have signed up on the spot. So there were a few reasons why this dinner was so awesome. First, they not only delivered on their promise, they over-delivered, right? So I think advertised was 5 courses with beer pairings. I think they ended up with 6, maybe 7. And you expected those tasters, again, just a little taste of beer. And they oftentimes gave us the can or a full glass, or if there were pitchers of beer left over, they came around. And you guys are probably laughing about how I'm raving about them pouring us more beer. But the point is the generosity that was attached to this dinner, right? They didn't stinge on things. They had more than enough. If there was extra food, they served us the food. If I was like, hey, can I get another one of those? Like the oyster shooters. If there was extras left, they would bring them around. So I just love that philosophy of generosity. Just, it was awesome. And they had those little surprises, like they had that extra course ready for us, and then a different kind of dessert. It was just awesome. Another point is that they were super responsive. The staff was amazing. They were really into it. They were answering our questions. They came around, they chatted with us. They were really knowledgeable. And then third, it was an experience I couldn't get anywhere else. These 2 chefs, they're big time San Diego chefs. They probably never cooked together. They made the time to come out and talk to us, which was awesome. So that's the first thing. I want you to have a raving fan experience for them. And then also, I want to make sure that your offer aligns, that you're not throwing out something out of left field or something that was a disconnect. They were still pitching me for a dinner that was aligned, but they changed the experience, they changed the parameters and criteria. So everything that I loved about this dinner, they changed up the criteria. So I want to make sure you're aligned with your offers and you're putting out something that you know your people want based on the next step. And by the way, if you don't know what your people want, I want you to ask them. I want you to survey them. I was just talking to somebody the other day and saying, this course creator was saying that she hasn't put out content in a while. And she's like, I'm not sure what my people want. It seems like I have a great audience, and she does, but she's like, it's been so long, I don't really have a pulse of that. So I said, okay, we're gonna survey them, we're gonna poll them, we're gonna find out what they really want now, because by the way, it changes. If you haven't surveyed your people, say in a couple of years, then it's time. I was just talking to Becky, my online business manager. I'm like, it's time for us to survey our people. It's been a little bit to figure out, what do you guys really want? Because I don't want to create something in a vacuum. I want to support you. I want to serve your needs, right? So we've got to ask in order to figure out what people really want. So you want to have that next step, because ideally your course helps your students move from point A to point B. And that's not the entire journey, right? Your journey does not stop when your course ends. They're going to want more, just like me at that beer dinner. And it's a win-win if they can continue to move forward with you rather than having to start over and search for that next step, right? Now I got to find my next beer dinner people. Now, I know you don't always know what that next step is, so here are some questions and ideas for you to consider. If the work you do is based on personal experience, what came next for you? After you completed the steps in your course, what did you need next? Or what did you wish you could have had? What would have made your experience easy for you or easier for you? 2, if your course is based on work you've done with clients, whether it's one-to-one or a group program, what came next for them? What did they need beyond those initial steps? And 3, if you're not really sure, ask. And this is where that survey comes in. Include a survey in your course. Ideally, you'll want to have this in a few weeks before your program ends, so you have time to go through the feedback and figure out your next step. And then you have time to go back to your students because they're still engaged, right? They're raving fan students. They want to give you the feedback. And with this, it's not necessarily that you're creating something new. It's just that you're using their feedback and making sure your next offer aligns with what they want and need. And then you could tailor your offer so it's a good fit. Along with the topic or subject matter of your next offer, you'll want to consider the format. This is the last piece. Do they need another course? Perhaps they need help implementing some of what they learned. Could that next offer look like working with you one-to-one or in a group coaching program? Or maybe you offer a VIP day or a more immersive experience like a retreat. Again, it's about connecting with your students and figuring out what offer matches what they need and what's next. Now, as soon as they start to fall in love with your course, ask them what else I can provide for you, right? So going back to surveying them or asking them what they want, I do this with my 6-week accelerator students all the time. And I do have a next step for them. It's called the Launch Architect. So depending on the class, sometimes I'll bring out that class. I'll bring out that next step in that program if it's appropriate for them. And that's why I'm always surveying my accelerator students to figure out, okay, this is what they want. This is what I need to deliver afterwards. All right, so this was a quick rant to hopefully get you in the frame of mind to align with some great offers. Hopefully I've given you some ideas to think through what's next for you. If this stirs anything up for you, I'd love to work with you as part of my 6-week accelerator, where it's a streamlined approach to getting your course done, your starter course done in 6 weeks. And it's no fuss, it's a streamlined approach to getting your course built and marketed. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss one episode. Next week, I'm going to talk about what does it look like if you are planning out your course creation and marketing over 12 months, over a year. So we're going to break it down. Please leave me a review if I've changed your thought process or how you approach course creation or your marketing. I would love it. Until next week, go create, be you and be brilliant, and get it done.